Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think yesterday we have described the one very famous named reaction. I think Claisen-Ester condensation reaction. And here specifically at TYBSc level, we are going to synthesize two important synthetic reagent. One is acetoacetic ester or ethyl acetoacetate, and another one malonic ester or diethyl malonate. These two compounds, the detail of this compound we are going to discuss, and among that first one we have synthesized using Claisen-Ester condensation reaction, the detail mechanism as well as what are the starting material used for the synthesis of acetoacetic ester or ethyl acetoacetate that we have discussed in our previous lectures. So today, right now, what we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss acidic nature of methylene group. Methylene group, we know that CH2 group is known as a methylene group. But when the proton which are attached to this carbon atom, when it is considered to be acidic in nature, because there are a number of organic compound has a methylene group. Let us see here CH3, CH2, CS3, then maybe CS3, then CH2, CH2, C double bond O, let us see here, then maybe as a OET, then CS3, C double bond O, CH2, C double bond O, OET. Here limited compound I have shown, I have represented on the blackboard, you can see clearly. See here, CH2 group is a methylene group. Here also one CH2 group, it is also as a methylene group. Here a CH2 group which also methylene group. Here ET means we are in short writing CS3 here also as a CH2. It is also as a methylene group. Here also ET, let me write this expansion of that ET is CH2 CS3. In this compound also 3 CH2 groups are there, 2 CH2 groups are there, which CH2 group is considered to be as a reactive methylene group or the reactive methylene group. Here even though according to as a definition which we made earlier in our introductory part, when CH2 group is flanked between two electron withdrawing group, it is known as reactive methylene group or the active methylene group. So you have to put this methylene group in the framework of or in the that skeleton CH2 according to as a definition. Look at this, CH2 is not considered as a reactive methylene group or the active methylene group because there are two methyl groups are there they act as a electron donating group, and therefore this CH2 group is not considered to be a active methylene group. Here CH2, here CH2, these also not the necessary or the essential criteria for active methylene group or the reactive methylene group is that the methylene group must be present in between two electron withdrawing group, then and then that methylene group is considered to be a reactive methylene group or the active methylene group. And here this CH2 group as well as there are three CH2 groups are there, they are not fulfilling the criteria of reactive methylene group. And here there are two methylene groups are present in this compound. If you observe this compound very closely or very carefully, what will you notice? Out of that two, only one is reactive methylene group or the active methylene group, and other is not. Which one of them is considered to be as an active methylene group or the reactive methylene group? Here, see here. This one fulfilling the essential requirement for reactive methylene group because it is present in between two electron withdrawing group, and this one does not present between two electron withdrawing group. On one side there is a oxygen atom, other side there is a methyl group. Methyl group, everybody knows that it is an electron donating group. It has a tendency to donate the electron, and therefore this methylene group CH2 group is not considered as a reactive methylene group because it does not fulfilling the necessary criteria for reactive methylene group or the active methylene group, and therefore such a type of the methylene groups are known as reactive methylene group. Now let us see the acidic nature of methylene group. Let's see here. I am representing the structure C double bond CH3 C double bond O, then CH H C double bond O O ET. This is the structure of ethyl acetoacetate or acetoacetic ester, and here we generally employing or using sodium ethoxide or here ethoxide here. Ethoxide act as a strong base. What it will do, it will abstract this proton. Proton goes along with that alkoxide, leaving its bonding pair on this carbon atom, and the resulting species obtained would be CH3 C double bond O CH minus, then C double bond O OET. See here the negative charge present on that carbon atom, such type of the species are known as carbanion. And that carbanion act as a nucleophile. That nucleophile are well stabilized due to minus I and minus R inductive effect. they are these carbanion, these nucleophile is a resonance stabilized. So these negative charge forming double bond here, and the negative charge develop on oxygen atom. Why this so? As we know that electronegativity between these two atoms, carbon and oxygen atom, as we know that oxygen atom is a more electronegative in nature than carbon atom, and therefore it undergoes resonance stabilization like this. You can show here CH3, C double bond O, then CH double bond C O minus OET, and this type of the species, as we know that it is an enolate species. Let me draw once again the resonating structure of this negative charge coming down, forming as a double bond between this carbon and oxygen. This double bond shifted from here to here, and negative charge can be developed on it, and therefore you will get another resonating structure, negative charge here, double bond CH, then C double bond O, OET. These are the different canonical structure or the resonating structures are obtained if the number of resonating structure obtained that will determine the stability of that compound, and that carbanion act as a nucleophile, and nucleophile can attack on electrophile, and there is a formation of new carbon-carbon bond, and therefore this is a very important in synthetic organic chemistry. Methylene group in ethyl acetoacetate is flanked by two electron withdrawing groups like acetyl group, ester group, nitro group, cyano group, etc. The hydrogen of this methylene group are ionizable due to the electron withdrawing nature of functional groups. The carbanion obtained after losing alpha hydrogen atom becomes well stabilized due to minus R effect, and the minus R effect, this is a carbonyl group. Adjacent carbon atom is always termed as or designated as alpha carbon atom, and whatever hydrogen atom attached to that carbon are generally referred as alpha hydrogen atom, and that alpha hydrogen atom are highly acidic in nature. Treatment with strong base deprotonation occurs, forming negative charge, and that negative charge are carbanion, and that carbanion can act as a nucleophile, and that nucleophile can be stabilized due to the minus I inductive effect and the minus R inductive effect, and therefore this suggests the acidic nature of methylene group, and which we have explained over here. The next point which we are going to discuss here is this one. Let us see here. Synthetic uses of ethyl acetoacetate. Synthetic uses. Next point we are going to consider synthetic uses of ethyl acetoacetate. Ethyl acetoacetate. Ethyl acetoacetate. The synthetic utility or the application of that ethyl acetoacetate, at the beginning in general we have talked a lot about this synthetic reagent. Ethyl acetoacetate is one of the important synthetic reagents, and due to the acidic nature which we have just explained short while, due to the acidic nature of methylene hydrogen atom, and it forms mono or disodium salt with sodium ethoxide base, and this salt act as a nucleophile and undergo nucleophilic substitution reaction, and it is used in the synthesis of carboxylic acids and ketones. Let us see the next point, reactions of ethyl acetate. Reactions of ethyl acetoacetate. Ethyl acetoacetate, that is the point which we are discussing right now. First one, reaction with haloalkanes. First one will be reaction with haloalkanes, that is alkylation. Haloalkane or the alkylation. First one, let's see first part A here, that is a synthesis of alpha substituted acetone. Synthesis of alpha substituted acetone. Alpha substituted acetone. The structure of acetone, everybody knows that. This is the structure, let me draw here. CS3, C double bond O, CS3. This is the structure of acetone, and alpha substituted acetone means what? We are analyzing this. This is the structure of acetone, alpha substituted. Let me draw here CS3, C double bond O, then CH, here writing as R, here also as R. Look at this part over here. The second methyl group, 2 hydrogen atom I have replaced by 2 R group. You can call it as R1, maybe as R1 and R dash and R2 dash. Here these 2 groups, and this carbon is generally termed as alpha carbon, and whatever group attached to that carbon are termed as alpha. 1 hydrogen and 2 R group I have shown over here. Now if you observe this structure very closely, very carefully, this part CH3 C double bond O CH in the planning point to remember over here, this part which is coming from ethyl acetoacetate, and these two part I have shown over here, R dash and R double dash, that must be coming from the alkyl groups, and that's why this is the title is given, synthesis of alpha substituted acetone. This way we can get this. The sodium salt of acetoacetic ester or ethyl acetoacetate reacts with primary and secondary alkyl halides to form corresponding alkyl derivatives of acetone, and the reaction can be used to prepare both monosubstituted or disubstituted derivatives of acetone. Let's see here how we can get this alpha substituted acetone. Let us see here CH3 C double bond O, then CH2 C double bond O OET. This is our ethyl acetoacetate or acetoacetic ester. When this synthetic reagent on reaction with number 1 NaOET sodium ethoxide, number 2 RX alkyl halide, number 3 hydrolysis in presence of acid or H plus you can call it, and the fourth one decarboxylation just by heating minus CO2 occur. These are the, after the treatment of these things, maintaining suitable reaction condition, if you treat over here 1 mole of alkyl halide RX, the resulting compound, after treatment of all these things, you will end up with the resulting compound C double bond O CH, then there would be R CH2, that is we can call it as a monoalkylation. This species we can call it as a monoalkylation. Ethyl acetoacetate, when treated with 2 moles of alkyl halide RX, represent the general formula of alkyl halide, and after that you will get here CH3 C double bond O CH R and 1 R here. This is a disubstituted acetone. This one is a monosubstituted acetone. Monosubstituted acetone, and this will be the disubstituted acetone. Disubstituted acetone. This will be the product which we are getting over here. So here remember what is happening. Sodium ethoxide acts as an base which will abstract highly acidic proton form as a carbanion. Carbanion can attack on that alkyl halide, departure of halide atom. Then after the hydrolysis convert or transform ester group into as a acid. After the treatment with lime, calcium lime heated it, the evolution of carbon dioxide takes place. That process is known as a decarboxylation, and we will get the monosubstituted acetone. If you use as a 2 moles of strong base, sodium di salt will be formed, and we will get this type of the disubstituted acetone. The actual example that we are going to discuss in our next lecture. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.